Now, if you saw the sign, which you can see behind us now, outside a shop or a restaurant, maybe in a cinema, would you know what it was all about? It's usually displayed in shop windows and should indicate a special system to help clarify sound for people who are hard of hearing.
But charities say that the hearing loops often don't work or staff don't know how to use them. Breakfast Graham Satchell has been to Eastbourne. They're aiming to be a beacon of excellence for hearing impaired people.
No sign in Nationwide.
85-year-old Walter Wigfield is on a mission.
Sorry. Good afternoon. I'm hard of hearing. I wondered if you had a loop system so that I can hear your voice.
He's checking hearing loops in shops in Eastbourne. First stop, Next.
Yes, that was interesting. They used to have a loop system, they said, but they didn't seem to have it anymore.
Walter is part of a campaign by the charity Hearing Link to make shops, businesses and other public buildings accessible to the hard of hearing, a requirement under the 2010 Equality Act. So, what did he find in Boots?
Well, the poor girl didn't really know, apart from knowing where the loop was, how to work it. She couldn't find her PowerPoint, and she didn't know how to turn it on.
In a statement, Boots apologised and said they were retraining their team. Next said their hearing loop in Eastbourne would be rectified soon. Dr. Lorraine Gailey from Hearing Link showed me a portable hearing loop. It has a microphone inside which sends an electromagnetic signal direct to a person's hearing aid. We tried to recreate what difference it makes to someone with a hearing impairment.
With the loop on, it will pick up my voice, it will feed it directly into the hearing aid and it will block out most of the background noise. But with the loop off, my voice will still be there, but there will be much more prominence to the background noises, which will be drowning out the sound of my voice.
One recent survey in Scotland found that 80% of shops and offices either didn't have a loop, or if they did, it didn't work. Lorraine says the impact on the hard of hearing can be severe.
They stop going out, so their life just shrinks further and further. And it is so unnecessary because this technology is simple and it isn't expensive and it's everywhere. It just isn't maintained well.
The Devonshire Theatre in Eastbourne. Rebecca is 22 and hard of hearing. She says going to the theatre or cinema can be a miserable experience.
Half the time I don't even know what they're saying. I just worry that I've missed an important part of the story, really, and it does ruin going to the cinema or theatre for me.
This theatre has just installed a new loop system, so what difference does it make? Rebecca is watching a rehearsal of The Wizard of Oz with some fairly noisy friends. Here it is first with the loop off. And now with the loop on.
It's much louder, it's much clearer. I could understand what they were saying. It made it more enjoyable for me to listen to.
And not as much crisp noise.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, this is Asda.
Walter is still on the prowl, this time at Asda. Hearing loss affects 10 million people in the UK. 2 million have a hearing aid.
I can hear you beautifully clearly, actually.
So the system works in this Asda, a small success in the campaign to make life more accessible for the hearing impaired. Graham Satchell, BBC News, Eastbourne.
Right now.